One of the most popular cast members of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills spoke yesterday at the UN's Stop Ebola and Build for the Future concert and campaign. Amanda L. tweeted this: Lisa Vanderpump just gave a beautifully informative and inspiring speech about Ebola. It isn't West Africa's disease. It is our disease. Lisa Vanderpump is with us now from New York. Lisa, thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So what inspired you to speak at the UN about Ebola?
Well, I was invited to speak. I let it be known that I took, this whole kind of the Ebola situation very seriously, and I was happy to support them and any concerts or fundraisers. And then they said to me, "We'd like you to speak." And I was kind of overwhelmed. And I said, "Well, where exactly?" And they said, "You're at the United Nations." I'm probably only going to hear that once in my life, so it was an incredible moment, yes. Yeah,
I can only imagine how incredible it was for you. You just said that it hasn't personally affected you, but it doesn't exonerate you from taking responsibility. What do you think are other countries' responsibilities for dealing with Ebola and that health crisis?
Well, I kind of wrapped it up at the end with saying, talking about the AIDS crisis in the 80s, about how for the first few years through the Reagan administration, it wasn't taken that seriously. And we kind of dropped the ball on that. And I think the Ebola virus, we need to come together. It's a global problem and it's our responsibility. The world's very small in actuality when, you see how quickly these things spread, how contagious it is. So, yes, that was it. And look at the deficit. They need $1 billion more just for this year to combat this disease.
Right.
So it's really, I think, if I have any kind of voice, a different demographic, it's about putting it out there. And if you have any kind of celebrity, and I use that word loosely, celebrity, I think you have a responsibility to draw attention to causes that you're especially passionate about, and this is one of them.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. All right, I want to switch gears a little bit. You're joining us, so I have to talk to you about what people know you most for, which is Vanderpump Rules and, of course, also Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Last night, we saw the finale of Vanderpump Rules. There's going to be a reunion coming up. Lisa, as an employer, I imagine that you want to surround yourself with as little drama as possible, but there is so much drama on your show.
Well, I know. Look, Sir Restaurant has been incredibly successful for many years now, I think more than 10 years, really. And there's a lot of well-behaved ones. We just don't show you those. You'd probably flip the channel. The restaurant works very well, and it's more about the drama and the shenanigans of what goes on in their life behind the scenes. Yeah. But I have become a bit of a kind of matriarch, should we say, or mother hen to a lot of these kids over the years. And I care about them very much, but they do have incredibly complicated personal lives, which I try not to let spill over into the business too much.
Yeah, but it's certain.
It's a reality show. It's their reality. For the most part, it isn't mine, their emotional kind of dynamics. But yes, obviously, having a restaurant where you've got a group of people that know each other so well and so intertwined, sometimes it gets complicated.
Yeah, and of course, it's tonight's episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We cannot wait because there is so much drama in Amsterdam, from what I understand. So we're all going to tune in. Lisa Vanderpump, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Yes, don't miss tonight. It's a big episode, a humdinger of an episode.
A humdinger. I'm not going to miss it, that's for sure. Thanks, Lisa.
It's Amsterdam.